Letters for the 27th of April 2019. Bill Thompson, 573. I love cold pizza too. That's right, I love cold pizza in the morning. I think it's great. However, Max writes, hi Dave, I've been watching you for a couple of years, maybe 3 years. I really enjoyed your videos, but one thing I cannot stand is you eating on TV. Why don't you just knock it off, or else you know what I'm going to do is unsubscribe, because watching you eat disgusting. It's disgusting. Love you, Dave. But don't eat. Yeah. I get it. I'll put a warning. Eating video, please don't watch Max's. Living life with Letty after retirement writes, yes, I could be a bit traumatized too, a bit. I know I'd be traumatized. That's it. Witnessing a big accident like what Burger Planet did, that close to it, seeing all that. And the interesting thing about that is you might not feel like you're traumatized right away. It might not hit you for a couple of weeks or months even, but it probably will eventually. So watch out for that, Josh McCutcheon, aka Burger Planet. There was some pretty heavy-duty stuff you saw there, and be aware that could bang around in your brain there for a little bit before it settles down, and it might not be pleasant. Oh yeah. Traveling with Rick writes, anyone who's a Doors fan needs to see Adam the Woo's new video on Jim Morrison. It's really well done. I did watch that today. Nice video. Again, it was done in Florida. That's where Jim Morrison's daddy was in the Air Force, and that's where Jim Morrison grew up. And we're wondering, some people are saying Adam's back in Florida now, but I don't know. That could have been something he filmed while he was in Florida a couple weeks ago. You never know. Boom, bubble, bust, and repeat writes, people can criticize and find Burger Planet's personality annoying. That is subjective and a matter of personal taste. But the one thing you cannot argue is how effective he has handled the opportunity from this tragedy. He got that video clip publishing rights administered by a very well-connected social media video publishing company, and they pushed him and the rights to the clip, and they pushed him. Right, meaning push it out there, I guess, yeah. And the rights to that clip as well as anybody ever could. That's right. I can't believe how many interviews and how much demand that was generated off what he caught on his stream. That's right. I mean, pretty much every newscast in America, whether it be local, even if it's not in Denver, and national, CNN, Fox News, NBC, ABC, whatever, everybody had that clip of Burger sitting in his mansion and that truck whizzing by just seconds before it crashed. Yeah, pretty compelling stuff. So Spade writes, I am retired from truck driving in January after 22 years of driving. I averaged 100,000 miles per year, 0 accidents and 0 tickets. I am not buying the story about whatever happened with that truck driver there in Denver. No truck driver plows into a bunch of innocent people unless he chooses to. There's runaway ramps on all steep hills. He could have driven off the road and allowed the dirt and mud to slow the vehicle. Real truck drivers do everything possible to avoid hurting people. This guy looked like, well, okay, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to read all of that, but it is true. If this guy, say the brakes had failed, yeah, why didn't he steer off to the right where there's nobody? It's just, it's dirt, and try to slow the truck down that way, or run into something on the right where at least it would just be his vehicle and not, other cars and other people in the middle of a busy highway. And then there's that Fox 31 video of looked like the same driver a couple minutes before, maybe more than that, weaving all around the road. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out what caused this crazy mishap. Cat, it's funny because you were talking about it overhyping, the whole crash thing, whereas Burger didn't even bring it up on his last live stream, and according to his comment section, they were disappointed. Wow. I don't know, man. And this Walter Pendleton, I saw fatality in Yugoslavia, where bodies flying up in the air in the 1970s. It's surreal when you see it. I did see a cat get run over once, and it flipped up in the air. The cat was on the street or something, and the car in front of me hit it, and the cat literally, it just bounced up in the air. It was that was pretty surreal. Thankfully, I've never seen anything worse than that, but that was pretty, I still remember it to that day. That was just, it's amazing how that stuff just sticks in your head, you know? James Shaw, fate is a strange thing. I was traveling westbound when I stopped to get gas. When we were getting ready to go, my wife handed me a cup to throw away. An extra 3 seconds to do that. So at the stop, at the second exit past the gas station, there was a horrible head-on wreck, killing the driver of the pickup truck and severely injuring the lady in the Jeep. If I didn't stop to throw that cup away, that would have been me. The wreck happened right in front of me. Talk about fate. Yeah, I tell you that. You know, Burger Planet, same thing. If he had been a couple seconds faster on that highway up closer where that truck hit, who knows what would have happened to him. It's just a couple of seconds, really. I was in London once with my mother, and I was getting into a van to go to the airport, and I was crossing the street and didn't look the right way, because foreigners do that in England. The traffic's backwards, and I did not see some vehicle coming, and I almost walked right in front of somebody grabbed me. The driver of the van actually grabbed me and yanked me out of the way. But yeah, if I had gotten run over, that would have been pretty serious if that van had hit me that was coming around our van. But yeah, you know, there's a number of times in life, in your car, on the street, whatever, that crazy things can happen. Sharon G writes, what makes Burger Story so newsworthy? He was live streaming. People were witnessing the events as they occur, something that no news station was broadcasting. I see no problem with him mentioning his channel because it was much a part of the event as he was. I totally agree. I mean, who are you? My name is Josh McCutcheon. I do the Burger Planet channel on YouTube. I mean, that's just, and that's what he was doing. That's why he was filming at the time, I don't know. Some people say that in some states, though, it's illegal to film yourself while you're driving, okay? They call that distracted driving. Different states have different rules, and, he might be getting himself into trouble if he's... But again, he wasn't driving at the time. He was parked or stopped in a traffic jam. So I don't know. Is it okay if you're stopped on the road, like in a traffic jam, to film yourself, but if you're moving, it's not okay? I don't know. There's some crazy rules like that, and I don't know. Was he violating the law by talking to the camera while he's technically driving? I don't know. Some people have mentioned that, Got a lot of these. Jeffrey Hinckley writes, Hinchley. Last year I almost got clipped driving I-95 southbound near Richmond. A guy came onto my car really far left. I tried to get over and just missed clipping me in the lane, the far right, that really upsets. I-95 is a terrible road. That chunk from Richmond to D.C., that's a crowded, jammed mess of a road. I always hate that chunk. Everybody hates it. If you're driving 95, Virginia from Richmond to D.C., vice versa, through Fredericksburg is a bad chunk of road. All right, folks, that should do it for today, 4/27/2019. Thank you so much for watching. All right. You have a good one, and take it easy, and talk to you later. Vlog under.